Going to give you a brief understanding as to why it is they're attempting to disarm America. If you look at Cuba, the history of Cuba, when Castro overthrew that government with a coup d'etat, the first thing he did was he forced the Cuban citizens to register their weapons. The next thing he did was he had all of his henchmen go door to door and take them away. Now look where they are. Something like 75 years in communism and nothing's going to change. That's exactly the reason why you see what you see on TV with all of the shootings. Because they're trying to give the Americans a reason. This is why we have to take away the guns. You have a right to bear arms. You have to understand something. When you join the military, you are sworn to an oath to defend this country against enemies both foreign and domestic. And that's exactly what we have here, calling itself our government. So that's the reason why they're attempting to disarm America. Because if that happens, you can kiss everything goodbye. And you can guarantee, without a shadow of a doubt, that you won't even know the name freedom, let alone have it. Because they always tell you freedom has a cost, the price of freedom. You know, all that nonsense. If you want to know the price of freedom, it's in the first four letters. It's free. You don't have to fight for something that's free. They make you think you do. This goes to show you the level of conditioning that you're under. They even make you believe that even it says right there, F-R-E-E, free, that you have to have a price for this and pay a cost and fight for it. You have to fight for your freedom. The cost of freedom is death and this and that. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. If you don't believe me, go look at North Korea. Go look at China, where they are with regard to where their citizens are. Those people are prisoners of their own country. That's exactly what they have intended to do here. I'm trying to tell you, it's straight truth. You have a right to bear arms as long as you use it responsibly. What they're going to do is attempt to take it away from the American citizens who are, using them legally and responsibly, but they're not going to disarm the criminals. They don't have any intention of doing that. So how's that going to save things? It isn't. And if you're wondering, all of these shootings you see on TV, all of these kids are 14, 15, how they're getting $80,000 worth of weapons when they don't even have a job, and ammunition. I hope this is really, ringing some major bells and throwing up some red flags with you folks, what they're trying to do. They're trying to drum up support. Let's get rid of the guns. We have to be gun free. That's where you get the red flag gun law. That they say, if, we feel that you're crazy, we can take away your guns. That's just another way they're trying to do it. If America is disarmed, you can kiss this place goodbye. It's just that simple. If you don't believe me, go look at the history of Cuba, China, North Korea. Go look at Australia, what they did in the 90s. They convinced the citizens to sell back the guns to the government. Now look where they are. Disarmed. And look what happened a few years ago. You know how the military just came in and plowed these people down because they didn't have a way to defend themselves. That's what they're trying to do. But it won't work because they keep forgetting about God.